Hoping I don't crash. Alright, let's get on with the next episode. I had known their destination from the start, indeed. To walk the path of endless war is to promise one's own destruction. Certainly, death comes to all mortals, no matter their struggles. Why must they fight? Why must they suffer? Why must they sin? Why do they always walk the path of their forebears? Paths. A different path, perhaps. I see. I had not noticed, had not even thought. Oh, how fearsome it is to grow accustomed, too accustomed. However, yet I cannot say it does not suit me to stray from the path in a bout of excitement. Is that not what most suits spring? To reach the same destination by walking the same path is simply the way of things. I must then find another path, another destination. Ah, of course. If I am vacating this throne, then my name of the Azure Dragon must be returned. Uh-oh. Oh no. So he has... Okay, so that's when Setsubun happens. I know you're close to Brandon, but I'm very grateful that you let us reserve the whole cafe for tonight. Oh, don't worry about it. We're having a New Year's party ourselves. Besides, I owe Brandon quite a bit. Indeed. And chalking it up to one big reservation allows Shinya to kick back and relax. And thanks Thanks to Echo coming over, we have a whole lot of food on offer. More than enough for everyone to eat their fill. Go ahead, dig in.
I was only planning on helping out a little bit, but if you insist.
I have more volunteering planned next month, truth be told. One of my pupils is running an event around Setsubun at the temple. How about you all take part if you have time? We'd love to have you.
Yeah, it'd be really assuring to have people I know around. So, if you have time. Setsubun? That's the day in Tokyo where people perform a ritual to ward off evil spirits, right?
In essence, yes. If the idea tickles your fancy, how about joining us?
Oh, well, if you'd be alright with me being around.
But wait, what happened with the, what happened at New Year's, though? Well, if it ain't Brandon, I was real excited when I heard you'd be coming around. Of course you are.
It's been forever, Brandon. Glad to volunteer with you.
You two are here? You two are here too. Right. Yeah, Mototsumi asked me to come set things up and carry stuff around.
We had so much stuff delivered in batch after batch that I can't wait to see what we start. I just got here myself, but I'm glad I got to see you so early and
What's the matter, Kagutsuchi? I don't stink, do I? I've been keeping up with the laundry.
Oh, it's just I smelled another of my own for just a second. It's not every day I catch a whiff of one of my kind.
Oh, you mean ogres. Are there a lot in Asakusa?
Oh, what I mean more specifically is those like me who have connections to Takamagahara.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is Kagutsuchi. Or Hino Kagutsuchi, to be specific.
There are plenty of ogres in the world, but those from my homeland of Takamagahara are they who slay gods, who overturn the rules of the world, and who banish the sun.
Or are you referring to me? Or are you referring to me being Susanoo? Oh, I think he's referring to Susanoo.
It's a bit strange for me to say, but we are not a common sight. Oh, sorry to go on like that when you're already in a hurry. I'm sure it was just my imagination. Right, just my imagination.
There you are. The other four of your friends are inside already. Go on in. 4? That's more than I thought. Brendan. I thank you for coming.
Thanks from me, too. I'll do what I can since I'm here.
Okay, that's everyone Mr. Qinglong called. Now we're gonna be real busy today. We're not just preparing the rice cakes and beans to toss. We gotta get the sushi rolls and pork soup prepped today too. Is this still going off the timeline where we essentially changed Setsubun for good? One packed day. You sure about the bean tossing?
Bean tossing? When there's so many of us around?
I know. Bean tossing is a tradition for casting out ogres, and faith in that tradition is particularly strong in Tokyo around this time, meaning they'll actually hurt. I get it. Trust me though, I've got a plan. Something to make it fun for ogres, humans, and everyone in between. Oh, so this isn't based off of me. Based off of when I did that. I really gotta thank you though, Brandon. Nothing beats having good friends in life, let me tell you. The reason we were able to go so hard with the supplies was that your big bro dumped charitable donations on us like you wouldn't believe. Fuchsie. Wait, don't tell me the fourth one is... I don't remember inviting him. I only learned it was him a short while ago. I guess he didn't tell you anything either. He doesn't tell me anything! Oh, there you... Here you are at last, my adorable Brandon. Allow me to answer your question before you ask it. I predicted that you would come here today, of course. New Year's and Setsubun are both days of warding off evil and disaster while calling forth fortune. As your dear brother, then it is only appropriate for me to make both perfect for you. You really like that outfit, huh? That's a lot better than what's gonna happen on Christmas. That's a lot better than what's gonna happen when that Christmas event gets translated. Or if I ever see him during Twilight Summer. Summer pool Twilight. Well, this is the year of the dragon, is it not? The Lunar New Year is in but a few days too. And I'd like to take any occasion I can to cloak myself in such wonderful garments. This is what must be like to have a sugar daddy. No, I'm kidding. Qinglong is driving in Crocs. No, seriously, Qinglong wears Crocs. I haven't been made privy to the details, but we're to pick up something here that we'll need for bean tossing that even our ogres can enjoy. Now, Mototsumi is a pupil I do rather trust, so I'm not all worried about this package. I simply can't wait to see what it is. I do hope this will prove to be a nice little opportunity for our Monojaku to interact more with others and grow more accustomed to social interaction. Usually when he's out doing his rehabilitation volunteering, you see, he tends to distance himself from those around him. He's turning himself into a wanderer as things go on. I guess it's not something to enjoy. Spoken like a true parole officer. I do my job, honestly, while pushing my housework on him. I certainly, and perhaps indefensibly so. Slave driver. You're as bad as lame. But, well, as his caretaker, I do hope in his labors with you and the others. I do have hope in his labors with you and the others. After all, he is the one who requested that you join us. As his parole officer, I cannot step beyond the bounds of aid. Our ultimate goal, after all, is guiding our charges to independence. Amano Jaku showed interest in you and wished to see you more. That is why I know I can put my hopes in you and in your group. Hopes for Amano Jaku's rehabilitation, or some other hopes of yours? Forgive me. You listen a little too well, leading me to reveal too much. I don't mean to imply that Amano Jaku's rehabilitation relies on you. Just think of it as a selfish wish I bear in my heart. A hope I am simply projecting onto you. We still have a ways to go before reaching Setagaya Academy. How about hearing me out to pass the time? Before coming to Tokyo, I wandered from town to town. I sought to know people and see where they went, all to find my own path. I aided those I found. At times I would give advice on agriculture or medicine. Other times I would meditate. Other times I would mediate arguments and quarrels. You know, if I wasn't already set in his voice, I think Qinglong should have Iroh's voice from Avatar Last Airbender. I just don't know how. I haven't practiced that, and I don't even think I can hit that. Because I honestly haven't heard his voice in ages either. I haven't watched it. Isn't that the same as Aku? As Aku from Samurai Jack? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. On one such day, damn you, old man! I take it you're the one who's been robbing this village of late. You have stolen their crops right before harvest, pilfered their livestock, and injured witnesses. For that, you must see just punishment. The village I had been staying at had finally begun to recover from the previous year's poor harvest. A certain thief, however, would show up time and time again to pilfer the crops. Whenever he made off with the food, I would capture him. That particular time, he put up a particularly fierce fight, and I had to punish him more harshly in kind. Still, it was lighter than what the villagers had requested. This needed to be punishment and not vengeance, after all. But an unfamiliar face, yet the presence about him. Say, you there, are you looking for something? Or perhaps someone?
Oh, yes, I am. I'm looking for my big bro. Have you seen a spotted Therian around here?
The child told me that he and his brother had grown up peacefully in a loving household, but that a flood had claimed both their village and their parents. They have been surviving thanks to his brother's work, and when he failed to come home, the boy came looking for him. The little brother had no idea. I heard later that the brothers had simply asked for help at first, but were turned away immediately. The older brother began his banditry soon after, keeping the younger in the dark. Ironically tragic, isn't it? That the blessed body of his supporting the belief that their misfortune was a lie. And I, too, fool that I was, only focused my attention on the fact that the peace had been disturbed. And that's really complicated. I mean, in terms of the law, you did the right thing, but if you ask the people that were if you ask 100 people, I bet 50 of them will say that you were in the wrong, and then the other 50 will say that you were in the right. That's one of those situations. Like I remember a news story. From long ago where a lady essentially ate a sandwich before she paid for it in the grocery store. So they had to arrest her. But people were angry that she got arrested in the first place because she ate the sandwich, despite the fact that she was going to pay for it. But she didn't pay for it she didn't get the chance to pay for it because she had already ate it. And then a bunch of other stuff came up, like she saying that like she was pregnant and that she had to eat something, which that ends up causing the dilemma as to who's in the right and who's in the wrong. Anyway, that's really complicated. Forgive me, I did not mean to trouble you with such an ethical conundrum. My reason for bringing it up, however, and my answer are as follows. That he was guilty of his crimes, there could be no question. But I was unsure if I could truly call him evil, or simply a bad person. Thus, I sentenced him to working the fields, calling it atonement. In exchange, I saw to his needs for food and shelter as compensation for his labor. Sounds like all's well that ends well. Seems this year's harvest is as bountiful as ever. I can hardly remember those years of famine this village suffered. The time has come to make my choice, however, of settling here or journeying once again. Master Qinglong! Master Qinglong! Ah, it's you. You seem to be doing much better. I'm a father now. It's all thanks to you, Master Qinglong. Goodness. Thank you for letting me know. I'll come to celebrate later, so go to your family. They need you now. Though he had started his efforts for the sake of his younger brother, the elder brother quickly became a diligent worker, the whole village acknowledged. Eventually, both brothers lived lives one could objectively call abundant. So the system working as intended. This is simply one of many possible outcomes that could have resulted. Yet witnessing it with my own eyes made me consider that even though all paths lead toward the unavoidable end of life, whether you walk your path with tears or with laughter can be affected by those who walk it with you. This effect cannot be attained from one who watches from on high, or from one on a path leagues away. No, it is from one who walks alongside you, sharing in your joys and your sorrows. I need that. With a little scholarship and the aid of others, one can gaze upon the path that lies ahead in their journey, and it becomes possible to choose the bliss they wish to seek. That is why I came to Tokyo to become a teacher, to give this wish solid form. I don't get it, but I do feel your passion. You're looking for what you can do, huh? Indeed. Right now, Amano Jaku is wagering on that possibility. I am not at liberty to say much about him, but he stands now at a crossroads. For my part, I walk his path beside him, showing him options and choices he may have missed. Forgive me. Becoming rather verbose and quick to ramble is a fate that awaits us all as we grow old. Well, I'm helping him too. I wouldn't mind more verbosity. Fascinated by tales of my journeys? Well, very well. Let us find the time later for me to regale you with them. I do not dislike the teachings of Penglai, the traditions of Wu Wei, or inaction. Yet I cannot help but believe there are other things to be considered. In any case, if you had the time, do pay him some mind. Thank you for listening to my ramblings. We're just about to Setagaya Academy. Now then, what do they have for us? Oh, Mr. Qinglong. Hello there. As always, thank you for selecting me as your trusted provider for all that nature has to offer. I've got everything you ordered. Go ahead and check. Oh, hey, Vogos. It's been... As always, you mean you two know each other? Mr. Qinglong often comes over to buy fruits. Before we get to Motosumi's order, Mr. Qinglong, here you go, the usual. Such a delectable scent. These are called flat peaches, as you might expect from their appearance. That exist. Their flesh is firm, allowing them to be stacked so, and they have such a wonderfully strong sweetness and scent to them, and their texture is simply to die for. Oh! Uh-oh. That these are cultivated year-long have made my drifting into Tokyo truly worthwhile. Whew. I'll chill them and serve them to you and the others later. So do look forward to it. But I'm not a peach person. You will eat the peaches. Yes, sir. Got a ton of fruit in here. Forgot already what Amano Jaku said to cut down on the peaches. I gathered up my dirty clothes and did the dishes precisely to avoid that restriction. I would gladly suffer some housework to indulge in these peaches. Can you also check these boxes too? Ah, right. Forgive me. I'd forgotten why we came here in the first place. Brandon, could you open that box? No? Peanuts. Ah, well played, Motosumi. Oh, I get it. Well played how? Why are there so many? Come, let us load them into the car. I'm looking forward to tomorrow as much as I am these peaches now. I can only hope tomorrow's event does not flip topsy-turvy. Great, you just jinxed it. You just jinxed it. I can't hold it back any longer. I was doing so well this time, too. Please, just let it be okay this time. Let things just... Be okay? Like hell I will. Uh-oh. Well, that sounds like trouble. Is there a battle? Yep, there's a battle. That's the reason why I have this second account.